for, say, 15, 20 minutes. This one went almost over 20 minutes before they gave you the first pinfall, and it's just kind of like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
And then and then the remainder of them didn't even happen in, like, rapid succession. There was usually a couple minutes.
Yeah, there were 5 falls in total.
I did not like the last fall.
Yeah, and the thing that bothers me the most about the last fall is it took Charlotte a long time to get her, what was it, the 4th fall? The one where she tied it up.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that took unnecessarily long. It was like she was just sitting there. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. We're watching Raw Talk, and the screen just
died.
It didn't die. The ticker is still there, but the feed went out. So, anywho, I'm sorry. A lot going on here in the Squared Circle Studios. The lights went out. Look, that's Booker T's phone. That's interesting. So, who stepped on the power cord? They're Bray Wyatting themselves up here.
That's hilarious.
So, we don't know what the hell's going on. They're getting flashlights. Yay! They forgot to pay the electric bill. So
there we go. It's like a TNA house show.
Oh, God. Oh, don't remind me about TNA this week. We'll get to that later this week. You guys, actually, Nate covered it last week, too. It was terrible. Anywho, the women's match, the last fall took unnecessarily long for me.
I did not like the finish.
No. See, many podcasts I've listened to over the last week or so. Many people that I follow on Twitter. I follow Rich and Andrew over at Matt Men Podcast. I listen to Sam Roberts on Sirius XM. The storytelling behind Charlotte and Sasha Banks, in my opinion, has been gold. I really enjoyed this storyline. It ends with Charlotte being champion again, clearly going for 16 championships.
Oh my God. I really don't think that is what they're going for.
I mean, we're a quarter of the way there already. Don't look at me like that. I'm fabulous.
Shut up. No one listens to you.
So this match ends in a 2-2 tie. We go into sudden death, and then that's when Charlotte puts, actually on the screen right now, puts Sasha in the figure 8 for the last fall. And what's next for Sasha? Well, she's gonna have to get her fucking nose fixed.
Move her to SmackDown. I can't take this anymore.
Thank you for taking the words out of my mouth. I would actually enjoy seeing Sasha over on SmackDown more.
Right? They need more people on their women's roster anyway. It's too small.
Yes. Because clearly they're going to go Charlotte Bayley for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So
Grumble. Just saying Sasha Charlotte would have been bad. I mean, Sasha Bayley would have been better, but no, God forbid you make me happy. No, you just got to explode Sasha Banks' face and then have her lose and, you deserve this!
Not my fault.
You deserve to be hit with this stuff, Pikachu. Fuck you.
Yeah, so clearly, Bayley said it on the pre-show. She was, whoever won, she was coming in for that belt next. She was the next front run. I'm tired and I got rum in me and...
You had, like, a drink. You make me sad.
I blame it on the rum. Yeah, so we will finish out the show here talking about the end of Roadblock. In my opinion, really makes me hopeful for what's coming next. So we have Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship.
Not a bad match.
No, it was
pretty good.
It was an okay match. It was kind of slow in my opinion.
The finish is overbooked.
Yeah, the finish there, a lot happened in that finish.
Jericho comes back. Jericho attacks Owens. No Triple H. Oh, Jericho attacked Owens because they're friends and he was getting him DQ'd. Wouldn't you want to get your friend the W in the cat?
He did get him the W.
I know, but I'm like, not DQ.
I think the way that in my opinion, the way they did that was perfect.
I mean, I see the logic behind it. I just think that with everything else happening around it, it felt like... I don't know. It felt weird to me.
It felt weird, yeah. I'm kind of shocked that Trips wasn't there.
So much for that internet booking.
Yeah. Now I guess we have to look forward to when Trips returns. When does he return?
I'm thinking Rumble.
Do you think he returns in the Rumble? And
I think
costs Rollins the Rumble?
I think...
Because Rollins may be in the Rumble.
I think he's going to return at the Rumble, by which I mean he will return at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. He may return, and his return may involve the Royal Rumble match itself, but he's not going to be a participant in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's what I say. He comes in to screw Rollins in the match.
I could see that. I could see that pretty easily.
Yeah, because if many people thought that this match, the Triple H Seth Rollins match, may happen at Rumble. Many people thought that. But it looks like... part of me just wants them to get the Triple H Seth Rollins match over with, because it's a storyline that hasn't been finished, so everyone knows it's coming, but at this point it's been so long. It's been
like
4 months since...
I don't even want it anymore because I want to see it. I want it just for the sake of it fucking happening already, you know?
Right.
Just to say it's done.
Right. So I guess this match then will most likely happen at WrestleMania, because after Royal Rumble, I wouldn't want to see this match on any other card.
No.
No. So how does Trips?
I don't know, because I'm kind of getting a vibe like they might be not so much reuniting the Shield, but at least putting Seth and Roman together.
And let's talk about that too. So to finish out the show, the final shot. Well, the last 5 minutes or so after the DQ finish, Roman and Seth Shield double powerbomb Kevin Owens or Chris Jericho through the Spanish announce table. Yeah. Then go grab Kevin Owens, who's running up the ramp, grab him and Shield double powerbomb him through the regular announce table on the stage.
Yeah.
See, that's where I thought you could draw Trips.
Yeah.
Maybe. That would have been a good spot, because you're attacking his champion. You're attacking the person that he is now a mentor, I guess you could say, even though he hasn't been around for 4 months. He helped Kevin win the title. And,
yeah.
You know, in that case.
But where's he gone?
Right. Where is Triple H? I mean, get that on a t-shirt.
Oh my god.
Everything is about t-shirts, about merchandising, Max. You should
merchandising. You're the
champion. You're supposed to be in charge of all this shit.
The champion's not in charge of that shit. The marketing department is.
Oh, do we have a marketing department?
I'm looking at it.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why we haven't been doing shit for merch. No, go away. Yeah, so let's talk about the Shield.
Well, 2/3 of the Shield.
Let's talk about the Shield 2.0. Let's talk about Seth and Roman. Was that just another one-off that is rapidly happening more often?
I think...
Or is it leading to something?
It's either a one-off that they're just going to keep doing either more rapidly or at the current pace that they've been doing just because they know the fans like it. And if they never commit to an actual return to the Shield, they know it's at least a guaranteed pop for the night.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, I think they could be heading towards a Seth-Roman team-up. Would they call it the Shield 2.0? Would it be any kind of reference to the Shield? I don't know. They're going to bring the Shield up about 1 million times a minute when that happens because, A, it's a plot point to bring up, and B, Michael Cole likes to bash plot points into the ground at the speed of light, so I think I would rather... I think if they're going to have them pair up and be a team, I think I'd rather it happen further on down the line when there's more stuff when there's more stuff cleared out of the way, more stuff that the audience doesn't want to also see more. So I'm thinking like maybe after Mania.
The first thing they need to do is get Roman over with the crowd. Because no matter how you feel about the Shield, I love the Shield, I love Roman, I love Seth, I love Dean. But the crowd
hates Roman.
Fucks Roman Reigns. And I think you could bring in Dean. You could bring back the entire Shield. If Roman's wrestling in a match, he is going to get hate fucked.
But if they're going to bring them all back, then that would have to happen post-draft. because that's not till July.
Not necessarily. There could be a one-off trade. You never know.
I'm kind of hoping they don't do that.
Right, and I agree too, but...
And I personally don't think they would, just to set that up. I think they would probably want to hold that off until they had all the opportunity to just organically put all three on a show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not going to happen until, like I said, July-ish, apparently. So I'm thinking if they do pull anything at all, even if it's just as simple as Seth and Roman going together, I think that's going to be saved till after Mania at the earliest.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm fine with, because that allows them to clear more of the air so they can, deal with the Trip situation. They can deal with this storyline, that storyline, clear all this other BS out of the way. So
we got about 5 minutes left in the show here. I want your opinion. Monday Night Raw. What happens tomorrow night? Fallout.
I continue to only watch about an hour of it out of sheer unrelenting not giving a fuck. Just the apathy is. I'm no longer apathetic. The apathy. I just am apathy.
What do you think happens on Raw? I mean, you've got...
Well, Charlotte's going to brag like a motherfucker.
Yeah, which will probably draw Bayley.
Which they're going to start building that up. That's either going to happen... And that match will happen at Rumble or Mania. There probably won't be too much to do with Sasha. Sammy will probably get some kind of moment where he wants to challenge this person or that person, or he's going to want to work towards getting in the Rumble. By the way, WWE, bring back Royal Rumble qualifying matches. I miss those. There's gonna have to be some degree of, you lost, you did this, with the whole world title situation. I didn't actually lose. Maybe they'll set up for Seth and Roman versus Jericho. Who knows?
Probably.
I could see that. Maybe that would be the main event for Raw that night, or maybe they'd have that happen at the Royal Rumble. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Aside from that, they'll probably throw the rematch
for the tag belts.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm also interested to see what happens with Neville tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, you keep forgetting about that, don't you?
I want him to have a match with another cruiserweight and just have him murder them.
I want to see Neville versus TJP.
No, hold on. He just murders this just kills them all pretty much, and then he just picks up a mic and says, "I'm not wrestling anybody else. I don't care about any of the. I'm going for that purple strap. You get your ass down here, Rich Swann."
Yeah.
That's what I think they need to do. Just Neville brought white hot heat back to this division when they needed it the most. So just you strike while that iron's hot. You beat that iron to sparks. Yeah. Do it. Give me Rich Swann versus Adrian Neville.
The Cruiserweight division was rapidly deteriorating, and I think Neville just gave it the shot of heroin in the arm that it needs. So.
Yeah, and I still say it would be better served on SmackDown, but if you're going to keep it on Raw, then Adrian Neville should have been their go-to from the beginning. Mm-hmm. They should have put the belt on a guy that the crowd was aware of and already cared about so that they could keep it relevant and make sure that it didn't... Well, so we didn't end up with situations where two guys are doing fucking corkscrew moonsaults to goddamned silence.
Now, in his defense, I heard a report that Neville was injured.
Now, that is fair. That is fair. That's why you delay things.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm excited for Raw tomorrow. I know you're on the fence.
I'm excited for Tuesday.
Yay, SmackDown. I love SmackDown. And so, by the way, really quick, it was my birthday on Friday. I wanted to show this off to you. I got this birthday present. It is go to the WWEshop.com right now. It is a WWE World Heavyweight Championship watch.
This has got some weight to it.
It's very heavy. So, and look at that. I mean, on your wrist, it's like you can slide that baby off.
Damn. Yeah, this is specifically World Heavyweight Champion. It says it right on there. They must have been making this before the split.
Yeah, and that's why I wasn't on the show on Friday. It was my birthday, and I had a bunch of stuff to do, and it was snowing like hardcore in Wisconsin, and I got caught in traffic.
Why do we live where the air hurts our face?
Yeah. So, any final thoughts from Roadblock, my friend?
Is better than I expected and less than I'd hoped.
Perfect! All right. That's going to do it for the Squared Circle Podcast Roadblock Fallout Special. We will see you guys on Thursday for our regular Raw and SmackDown recaps, getting you ready for the Royal Rumble.
Where I will still be champion.